Whee! Hello everyone, I'm Timothy McSwain and welcome back to a Minecraft Snapshot overview. This is for Minecraft 14W18A, and it's got several features in here that I want to show you guys. I also am going to show some of my older stuff because I haven't done Snapshot overview videos in a bit, and I apologize for that. I meant to, I just didn't get around to it. But the focus here is the main stuff in 14W18A, which is mostly involving slime blocks. Basically, this demonstrates a new mechanic in the game, and that would be that these slime blocks now can eject things off of them when they're powered by a piston. So, if I grab a button and place it on the side here, it chucks it up into the air, and that works the same with people too. If I go up here and somehow manage to trigger this redstone from way up here, there. No. Yeah, that's gonna be my problem. I told you I'm not good at redstone, right? There we go. See, it'll bounce you up into the air, and again, you can hold down Shift as always to apparently stop yourself from bouncing. It doesn't seem to work very well for me, but kinda, I guess. It's just a new way for these things to work. I might actually go on my Survive the Night server and fix the trampoline I built Angie a little while ago, because this is really cool. I could use this now. Which is really cool, I think. Anyway, that's just one of the few things that have changed. I haven't done a video in a while on this stuff, so I'm going to cover a lot of the changes that have been made in the last couple snapshots, but I'm going to focus mostly on this one, and that is that all these there's changes to slime blocks. In fact, if I place 2 slime blocks here and activate this, they'll both go up, but they'll both come back down. And before, if I go in here and I grab like just a block of stone, and I do that, it'll push them both up, but it only brings one of them down, because that's the way sticky pistons have always worked. But slime blocks now, they work up to 12 slime blocks. So I can pile this thing really high, I can make it go off weird to the side, and it will power the entire thing and bring it back down. The only thing is, if you have over 12 slime blocks, then it just doesn't do anything. It just kind of sits there. And the same with this. See, if there's, now it has 1 slime block on it, so it will extend. But once it goes up, it's got more than 12 on it, so it won't be able to pull it back down, and it separates like that. So there are tons of mechanics to this. I will link in, if I remember, in the video description to a video by SethBling, which I've done a lot for my snapshot reviews, because he goes into a lot of the technical side of things. He demonstrates all this. But I have some other things I'm going to show you too, starting with some stuff that happened in some older snapshots. One of those is the new mob that's been added into the game. I've been playing with it for a while, but I've never done a video on it. These are endermites. Can't really see them in the snow, can you? Cute little buggers, aren't they? They originally looked like silverfish when they were first introduced, but then they introduced a new, they changed the texture a little bit, just kind of squat, make the tail kind of squat or whatever. Now, oh, there he goes. They'll attack you if you're in survival mode. They didn't do that originally. Originally, they couldn't even move. But basically, the way these things work is when an Enderman teleports, there is a slight chance, what's this one, that he will leave behind an Endermite. And I don't know if they've changed anything about Endermen, but when they were first introduced, they really did not like Endermites. They would attack them. Like there were some kind of parasites that lived on Enderman, but it doesn't seem like they do that anymore, which is interesting. If I spawn one down right next to this guy, is he gonna get mad at him? Yep. Oh no, he just runs towards him. Anyway, when they teleport, they have a chance of doing this, and I've seen it happen a few times. Not nearly as much as I was honestly expecting, but it's just an interesting new mechanic. In addition to that, they've made some other changes. In the last snapshot, doesn't really need to be gone over that much, but they've changed the way minecarts work. Now they've changed it back since then because you used to you could go really fast, a lot faster than before, and the reason why they added that, they killed. No. Oh, now I can't find where I was doing that. Times a day. I think, oh, it was over here. There it is. Ender pearls. They changed minecarts so they went a lot faster, but they also derailed around corners. And the reason why they did that is because with horses now, there was not really a reason to use minecarts anymore, and for most scenarios anyway. So they had disabled them. No, they've made the minecarts faster, but they changed that back again because people didn't like having to redo all their tracks, and people didn't like the whole derailing thing. I'm happy they changed it back. I wish that they could go a little bit faster, but at least they don't derail. That's good, in my opinion. Obviously, there's some people that really wish that was still around, but some other changes that have been made. A lot of changes have been made, but what I'm going to focus on mainly, if you want to know about those other snapshots, I'm guessing you probably already do. If you're interested in this video, you probably have caught up on the other stuff. And I'm sorry I haven't been making other snapshot videos. I really like doing videos on the snapshots, so I just haven't done it lately, and I don't even know why. But what's interesting now is redstone blocks, too, because the cool thing now also about slime blocks is they don't only just stick to each other. If I take a block of stone here, and I plop down this sticky piston, and a slime block, and this piece of stone on top of it, it will actually still... I'm actually going to use this kind of button now. It will still drag it back down with it. But if you place another block of stone on top of that, it won't. It only moves the ones that are physically connected to the slime block. So if I put one here and here and here, this will be interesting because, see, it moves them all, but it won't move that one back because it's not attached to the slime block. It's a new mechanic to the game that is actually really interesting in my opinion, because if you want to move an entire platform up with one piston, you can do this. You can, as long as it's small enough. This is 9, so it'll work. You have these 9 slime blocks here, and you can move up the entire platform and move it back down again. And if you are riding on the platform, see, it does work. And if you want to hide them behind like stone blocks like this, like I said, this now won't work because it's more than 12 blocks. See, but if you do that with something a little bit smaller, it will work. And if you make a platform like this, for example, these blocks will be affected. So you can actually make a type of platform thing here where it has one little section of it that goes up, but the other parts don't. And I won't move those back, but that's because it can't, because now they're all attached and it's too big. So, map makers or whatever could take advantage of that, but there is a lot of limitations with only having 12 blocks. It's for lag issues. You don't want to have too many blocks moving at once. I'm sure there's other reasons too, but that seems to be a big reason. The thing with redstone blocks that's really cool is, if you guys don't know, redstone blocks on pistons will power. Well, redstone blocks power pistons. I'm hoping you guys know that. But the cool part is, if you do this, well, that doesn't work. But you can see how this would be effective because it's also a block update detector. See, So before you had to make these big complex things, and I never actually knew how to make a block update detector, but I know that now you place a block nearby, and this redstone block updates this piston. So when you place or move any block around it, just like any other, right next to it, right next to the piston actually, just the piston, it acts as a block update detector, which is really cool. It'll simplify making block update detectors. And that includes if you step on redstone dust, because redstone ore, excuse me, because as you guys might know, it glows when you stand on it, and that's a block update. It changes the damage value of the block. If I go to F3 here, you can see here it says redstone ore, a lit redstone ore is the name of the block. It's up here if you don't know where to find that now. It says the block is Minecraft lit redstone ore. And when it's not lit, it's just called Minecraft redstone ore. So the block changes to a different type of block when you step on it. And that's what triggers the block update. In addition to that, you can also place the redstone block on the side. And while it doesn't appear to do anything, as soon as you update it, well, there's going to be a button to update anything. Now, this is going to be really, as you can see, it's very complicated now. The only way to destroy this that I've found is to destroy the piston. Basically, I'm going to try to explain how this works. It's not the easiest thing to explain, but for me anyway, I'm not a redstone expert. But see now, this redstone block is powering this piston, but it doesn't actually do anything until you update the blocks. And I'm not entirely sure why that works, or I know some people love it, but it's kind of annoying in my opinion in certain situations because, like, it's not powering that block. And part of it's because it's so far away, but as soon as you provide a block update, it's going to update this piston, just like I showed before, and push this block up. But then this redstone block isn't powering the piston anymore, so the piston retracts. And then it gets powered again, and it's a block update because it just moved, so it does it again. And it'll just keep going, and you can do that with anything. I can place down a grass block here and update that piston. Even if I do this, even if the block's already there, removing a block does the same thing as adding one with a block update detector. If I remove this block, it'll start going. And that's a really interesting new thing for me. No, it's not a new thing in itself. Block update detectors have existed for a while, like I've said. I'm just not familiar with them. And now I feel like I can actually start messing around with them because it's something that's easier to do now. So, and all of you guys can do that. Just remember, face down, slimy piston block, sticky piston, slime block, redstone block, block update detector. And that's all you have to do. It'll make this all more interesting for people to use too. Easy, even for the professionals. They have an easier way to do it now. I say professionals, I just mean people that are really good with redstone. Anyway, that's all that's really changed that I can think of in this update. I know they have made some other changes. For example, if I put down a sticky piston, and this is again the slime block thing, but if I do this, now it's 9 blocks, not 9 entities. So if I do this, and then I place the button, and it acts like it did before, but let me actually get some redstone dust so I can trigger this remotely, because I want to I want to show you guys this without having to walk away. If I go over here and I pick up, let's say, 64 blocks of stone, and I just start dropping these down on the slime blocks here. See, they bounce a little bit, but they sit on top of the blocks there, but they will also get bounced up into the air when you step on when the slime block gets pushed by a piston. Which is really cool. Additionally, that also works with entities such as arrows. So if I go to grab a bow here, and I go way up here and just fire some arrows into this thing. SethBling has a video, by the way. I'm not going to link to this one, but you should check it out on his channel once you follow the link that I'm going to put in the description. He has one called a Minecraft scatter gun, and it basically uses this uses a pad like this. Basically, these arrows will now get shot into the air. And that means if you're standing here and you're in survival mode, they will hit you and it will hurt. So it could be also another useful way to do that. And I believe, I could be totally wrong with this one, but I believe that if you put a block on top and fire an arrow into that, put several, that it will still launch them. Okay, no, never mind. Okay, I told you I could be wrong. It still kind of launches them, but it doesn't actually launch them. It does move them a bit. So that won't work, but on slime blocks it will. Now they'll launch. So that's really cool, and you can do that with other stuff too. There's also now the ability to do this: block, dust, and let's put another block here and a dispenser. And this will. Oops, what am I doing? This will actually. I think this is the way I'm supposed to do this. All I know is when I do this, there's a way to do this now, and I'm not sure I'm going to get this right, but you should check out his video and you can see. That the dispensers now will, yeah, it needs a bit of a delay. But if I put a repeater in here, you guys might be able to see where I'm going with this. It's basically going to if you get it right on the right setting, see, it'll enhance the rocket, not the rocket, but it'll enhance the launch of the arrow. And launch it further than it would if you didn't have it. But I can't find a way to demonstrate that here. I'm doing it wrong. But check out his video and you'll see. So basically, if you guys didn't know, this is all this kind of stuff is from a mod by the Zip Crowd guys. I don't actually watch their videos myself, but I've heard of this. I've heard of their stuff, and I've seen them in some of Doc M77's videos. Another guy I gotta check out, by the way. He's also good at Redstone. And they made a mod for 1.8 already that added features like this with slime blocks, and apparently that's some of their inspiration for this. I'm not entirely sure, but that's what I've heard. So it's pretty cool that they're integrating stuff like that. It doesn't feel as much like a mod as when they added horses. I remember thinking, man, this doesn't feel like vanilla Minecraft anymore. It feels like modded Minecraft. Eventually I got over it, but, the last thing I want to show you guys before I end this video, and this is going to end the video, is if I jump back into my normal 1.8 Snapshot Spotlight world, or even worse, if I try to connect to my Survive the Night server, it has a little bit of a glitch. You can see right now, though, as I'm doing this, you now have arrows to rearrange your servers on here, which is cool because you don't have to delete a bunch of them in order to put new ones up higher and stuff like that. And I believe you can click on this now to launch it, yeah. But unfortunately, it crashes. So that'll be the end of this video because it crashed. That's why I showed you guys last. But I'm not. When I look at the crash log that Mojang has in the launcher after it crashes, it says that it's an error with an item frame, and I'm not entirely sure why it does that, but it seems like an item frame is causing the problem. So I'm not entirely sure about any of that. I mean, but I've been submitting these reports when when they come out. I've been submitting them to Mojang. So hopefully that'll get figured out. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you again in my next episode.